Behaving exactly like his name suggests, Max Verstappen became the youngest ever competitor in Formula One when he entered the competition at age 17. Since then, the baby-faced Dutch driver has pushed his car, rivals, and the sports world to the limit, having achieved a feat many racers will never achieve until their retirement. We'll have to take a look into how he lived his life to achieve this. This video will look into everything about the Dutch racer, so stay tuned. He started making records happen from the start by being the first person to enter the Grand Prix at the 2015 Australian GP at the age of 17. In his first race with Toro Rosso, Max ran in point-scoring positions until he was forced to retire due to an engine failure. The setback didn't hold Verstappen back, however it prepared him for a greater height. Red Bull Motorsport advisor Helmut Marko was the one who offered him a position on the Toro Rosso team, which is Red Bull's development squad. Marko was responsible for bringing the remarkable Dutch talent into Red Bull's team. In the early stages of his Formula One career, there were moments when Verstappen's actions on the racetracks caused the racing world to doubt his talents. However, he later showed the world the stuff he's made of. After spending the 2015 season with Scuderia Toro Rosso, he started his 2016 campaign with the Italian team before being promoted to Red Bull Racing. On getting to Red Bull, he featured as a replacement for Daniil Kvyat in 4 races when he won the 2016 Spanish Grand Prix on his debut. On winning his title, he made more history, becoming the youngest ever driver and the first Dutch driver to win a Formula One Grand Prix. Throughout his first 4 seasons as a driver, he achieved under 9 race victories, including the first for a Honda-powered driver since 2006. The beginning of Max Verstappen's rise to fame can be traced back to his childhood. He was born into a family with a rich history in motorsport racing. His father, Jos, was a former Dutch F1 driver from 1994 to 2003, whereas his mother, Sophie Kumpen, is a former kart racer. Max's uncle, Anthony Kumpen, is also a racer and is currently the manager for PK Car Sports and NASCAR, well in Euro Series. So it's not much of a surprise for someone with such a heritage to be successful as a motorsport racer. Aside from racing, there are many other activities that motorsports racers engage in. This makes many people wonder what Max Verstappen does when he isn't in his Red Bull car. At the age of 25, Max didn't just smash records, but also became extremely wealthy as a result of his market value. He's one of the most marketable F1 drivers. He's one of the healthiest and wealthiest athletes in his country. Verstappen is reportedly one of the 500 richest people in his country. He's the youngest person to appear on the list, which shows that even with at least a decade more in his career, Max is doing wonders. As a result of this, he leads a luxurious life. The Dutchman lives close to the former title rival Lewis Hamilton, with the pair both in the Fontvieille district of Monaco. Despite his incredible feat, he didn't own the Monaco penthouse himself. The double world champion chose to rent the property instead, which suggests he doesn't intend on remaining in the area forever. Although not much is known about the inside of Verstappen's house, he usually posts images of him working out. His posts show he has a purpose-built indoor gym, and he also likes to train on his balcony with incredible views of the Mediterranean. He had even been photographed riding his skis in the Monaco harbor. It shouldn't come as a surprise that Verstappen drives one of the best cars both on and off the track, despite being just 25 years old. He reportedly owns an impressive collection of vehicles valued at $6.4 million. A yellow Renault Clio was his first car and was gifted to him by his parents for around $24,000. The first car he bought himself was a Renault RS01, which he purchased for $400,000. According to Blick, Verstappen purchased the Porsche 911 GT3 RS worth $400,000 to reward himself for winning his first Formula One race in 2016. More so, Red Bull's collaboration with Aston Martin is also evident with a series of the manufacturer's models in Verstappen's garage. He reportedly owns a beautiful DB11 as well as a Vantage and a DBS Superleggera. Verstappen's also believed to own a rare Aston Martin Valkyrie. In addition to driving expensive and incredibly quick cars, Verstappen enjoys scooting around Monaco and the paddocks on his scooter. The Xiaomi M365 scooter can reach a top speed of approximately 26 kilometers per hour and is worth around $600. Verstappen utilizes his seaside residence the most by taking his need for speed to the waters of the Mediterranean during his downtime. He's mostly spotted enjoying the waters on his custom customized Red Bull jet ski. Watercraft like this come at a price anywhere between $5,700 and $20,000. With jet skis custom made, Verstappen's powerful craft will likely fall on the costlier side of the spectrum. He also owns a sim racer, which he keeps in his living room. In an interview with G-Star Raw, he mentioned that nobody's allowed to go near it. Verstappen also has a playseat F1 Ultimate cockpit worth $2,800, a custom-made LM Pro steering wheel by Precision Sim Steering, which cost $1,800, Hauskenfeld Ultimate pedals worth $1,100, and a Leo Bodner Sim Steering system worth $4,000. This entire setup costs approximately $35,000. The Red Bull star also owns a $12 million Dassault Falcon 900EX, which he regularly uses to travel between races. Verstappen bought the jet from the founder of the Virgin Group in 2020, and it has become one of the most recognizable private jets among athletes in the world. The number of amenities that the plane offers is tenfold. Although it costs a fortune, Verstappen doesn't mind splurging the cash as long as he gets to travel in style. The plane was built in 2008, even before Max became a teenager, and it's valued at around $15 million with a huge annual upkeep bill of more than $1 million. The EX variant is the long-range plane in the Falcon 900 series, and it has an all-glass flight deck, bar, and optional shower. Excluding the cockpit, the cabin can comfortably accommodate 12 passengers and fewer if the adjustable seats are combined to form beds. Therefore, there's ample space for family and friends. He occasionally gives his former Red Bull teammate, Daniel Ricciardo, lifts to and from races, as they reportedly live in the same building. The plane even has its own Twitter fan page. In August 2021, Max welcomed new roommates in the form of 2 Bengal cats. The breed is one of the most expensive in the world, with each costing an average of $3,000. The cats were formerly named Jimmy and Sass after Manisi hotspots, Jimmy's, Monte Carlo, and Sass Cafe. He later changed their names when the pets crawled around his pedals during a sim race. He now calls them Lewis and Toto, after his Mercedes rivals. When asked what his best buy was to date during an online meet, the Red Bull star replied jokingly that it was his girlfriend, his partner Kelly Piquet, who's also no stranger to racetracks, as her dad is 3-time Formula One world champion Nelson Piquet. The 33-year-old model had a daughter with Daniil Kvyat before they split in 2019. Verstappen was the one who announced the relationship on his Instagram post. And that's it. From his young start to his soaring rise in motorsport racing, Verstappen surely lives a luxurious life. And it isn't bad since he's earning his pay. What is your take on his life? Let's hear your opinion in the comments section. Remember to subscribe to our channel and swipe to the next video for more F1 content. See you there.